Hey everyone, I know it's been several weeks since I've done an update and I do apologize. Sometimes life just gets so busy and every time I went to video or vlog, just something came up, whether I wasn't feeling well or, we just had a lot of things going on. So I'm going to do weeks 17 through 21. I will be 22 weeks tomorrow. So I want to get you all caught up, but I'll have to do it in two parts because it's just so many weeks. So, and a lot went on. So this part one is probably going to be week 17 and 18, and I've got some notes here so that I don't make these too long for you. So just to recap, let's see, week 16, we had gotten a couple things for the nursery, and I've been dealing with the indigestion and the minor aches and pains. And then I had talked to my doctor on week 16 as well, and we decided we were going to start doing my appointments every 2 weeks to make sure my cervix was staying long and, there wasn't any issues. It's just a peace of mind to me, and the doctor agreed that it would be very helpful if he could monitor me every 2 weeks instead of just once a month. So, and that's one of the perks you get with having twins, is you get monitored a little bit more frequently than you would if you were having a singleton. So week 17, my belly had definitely popped out. It just felt like a bowling ball kind of just out there. It doesn't look huge by all means, but it feels huge. So that was something that happened in week 17, and then of course I continued having the back aches and indigestion. As far as the baby movements, I would feel flutters here and there, mainly from the boy. I didn't really feel them too much from the girl side. And the boy is on my left side, the girl's on my right side, and they've always been that way. That's just the position that they're in. So I know who is who, and when one kicks and the other one kicks, I can tell which one it is, but mainly feeling flutters from the boy's side. So that was pretty cool. I did feel a little bit of flutters here and there, like a couple weeks before week 17, but the flutters actually got a little bit more intense. And it was just randomly, nothing, just here and there, and I kind of have to be sitting down to feel them at that point. So normally it happened, probably I noticed it more at nighttime, when I was just laying down watching TV, not really moving around or doing anything. So I also started having trouble sleeping. I did use a body pillow put in between my legs to keep my hips kind of separated, so that to decrease on the backache as well. So I did use that, but even then I still had trouble sleeping. It seemed like when I woke up, it was just hard to go back to sleep. Nutrition. As far as eating, I ate small portions. I couldn't eat anything large, like large meals or anything like that. If I went to a restaurant, again, I would have to order, I would order something, but I would only be able to eat like a few bites of it, and then I would take the rest home, and that one meal might last me 2 meals or 3 meals, depending on how much I could eat at a time. The craving is still sweet tea. I don't drink it all day, but I do have 1 glass a day, and also chips and salsa, which is kind of weird because I have indigestion, but yet I still want the salsa. I don't know, it tastes so good, but it hurts so bad, I guess. Yeah, that was kind of weird. So what I did during week 17 is we actually went down to North Carolina to celebrate New Year's. Our friends live at Lake Norman, and they were having a big party. My husband was asked to DJ the party, so we went and had fun and stayed, kind of had a mini vacation, so to speak. We went down Tuesday evening, I believe, yeah, Tuesday evening after work, and we came back that Saturday because my husband had a DJ. So we were down there for quite a few days. New Year's Eve was awesome. It kind of sucked because I couldn't partake in the bubblies and, drink champagne or anything like that. And I was very tired too. And so I sat down a lot. So while other people were up dancing, doing their thing, I was kind of just sitting there in the background, people watching. And, I got to meet a lot of people and talk to a bunch of people. And that was pretty cool. And, everybody congratulated me for having twins. And I had a girl come up to me saying that she had twins. Her twins are now 18 years old, and they were a boy and a girl, and kind of shared her experience. So it was fun. I did end up going to bed like very shortly after the ball dropped. The house that we were having the party in is actually a mansion, and it has umpteen rooms. And my best friend, she has a little boy named Jacob, and he was upstairs sleeping, so I just went and crawled to bed with him and waited for the party to end and my husband to be done DJing. And I think we ended up leaving there around 2 o'clock in the morning is when they came and woke me up. And Jacob's mom actually came in the bedroom too, and she ended up falling asleep as well, so it was pretty funny. Let's see what else happens. I received a lot of baby stuff from my friends in North Carolina, some cute outfits and just different things. And then I also received a changing table from a friend. She just gave it to my mom and said, here, if she can use it, great. So we're going to try to use that in the nursery. I just have to kind of see, because it's kind of long. And it's a really nice changing table. I just have to make sure it fits in our nursery because we do have a small room that we're using. So, and we're getting that in the works as well. So, I also got, which I probably should have shot myself for doing this, but I also I fostered a dog for the first time in a very long time. I haven't fostered dogs since we started the second IVF treatment, and since I've been pregnant. But I did have a friend who is in a situation where they're moving, and the place that they're staying at now, they're not allowed to have dogs. So until they could get to a new area that allows dogs, they asked me to watch them. So I would have him probably for a good month at least. And his name is Monty, and he is a pug min pen mix. He's definitely a puppy. He's a year old, but he still has the puppy tendencies and chews on things, and then he's not fixed, so he did try to mount my dogs a few times, but after a few days he did get used to the pack thing and realized that he was not the alpha dog and he couldn't do that stuff, and now he's just really just part of the family. So at first I will say it was a little stressful, and then we had to find a babysitter for him when we went down to North Carolina. So that was an interesting week. And then week 18. Let's see. I still had the back pain. My stomach, you could definitely feel the stretching of the stomach. And then I tried eating Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo, for the second time. The first time I tried it was in my first trimester, and it just all came up. But a lot of stuff came up in my first trimester. But I tried it again, and a few hours later, it came up again. So I'm just going to cross Alfredo off my list. The babies obviously don't like it, so I won't be eating Alfredo anymore. And I did have one migraine during week 18, but it wasn't too bad. My little cousin, I say little cousin, but she's in her 20s. I think she's been giving us a lot of hand-me-downs, and her little boy has grown out a lot of stuff. So she gave us a crap load of stuff as far as clothes. And so I'm like literally, I think I'm set with clothes for the boy for the most part. I mean, she gave me everything from newborn all the way up to 9 months. And I got little shoes, I got socks, I got, she gave us a car seat and some different things like toys and stuff. So I'm pretty set. I'm not going to be buying the boy much more clothes, if at all any, because I know we'll be getting some for our baby shower, and so I may just have to tell everybody to get us some bigger sizes for the baby shower, because yeah, he's pretty set for the first, at least the first few months of his life. So I have been having weird dreams, and again, my sleeping pattern during week 18 wasn't good. I would wake up and just not be able to fall asleep. It would take me about 30 minutes to an hour to fall back asleep. So, and that meant if I woke up just waking up just because, or if I woke up to go to the bathroom, which is very frequently, I wasn't sleeping very good. So, and again, the body pillow helped, but it wasn't, and that might have been an issue too, is because I had the one that just goes through your legs because it was kind of small, and so when you rolled over to your side or to the other side, you had to readjust the pillow, and so of course that takes about a minute or so, not even a minute, but you know what I mean, it seems like forever to adjust, and then you're kind of awake, and so I just kind of laid there. I haven't been like extremely tired during week 18. It was just it was just not a lot of sleep going on. As far as nutrition, again, I still crave salsa, and I was still able to eat anything, basically. I just had to really just be careful because of the indigestion, and honestly, it's not like one thing causes indigestion and another doesn't. It's, you know, I think it's just depending on when I eat, what I eat, because I know I've eaten vegetables and stuff, and then I've had indigestions afterward. I've eaten like the salsa, and of course had indigestion afterward. So I don't really have a strict like food list that says this causes indigestion, this doesn't. So I did turn 18 weeks while I was in North Carolina. It was actually January 1st, so that was pretty cool. And so what we did was we ended up, again, staying down there for a couple more days after New Year's, and we went shopping. I did buy my first few pair of maternity pants. They had, we have a maternity place here locally, and it's called Motherhood, but it's not very big, and it's very expensive. So I've walked in there a few times, and I just walked back out because I was like, I'm not paying that much for maternity pants. I'm just not doing it. And so this one was called, I think it's Destination Maternity, which is like the parent company of what we have locally. So it was a lot bigger, and it carried both brands, and they had a sale, like you buy two pairs of maternity pants, you got one free, and the maternity pants were maybe like 20 bucks a piece, if that. So I definitely got 3 pairs, because while we were out walking and stuff, I had been using the hair tie method on your jeans, and my zipper just got to the point it would not stay up, and it was just uncomfortable, and it felt like my pants were falling off of me. So yeah, I just kind of had to just take that dive and finally get maternity pants, and I'm so glad I did, because they're just the most comfortablest things ever. I wouldn't have thought they would be comfortable, and I didn't think I would find any that would fit me well, but I did, so that was awesome. And then I also had my girlfriends with me, so they were able to help me pick some out too. The previous times I just went by myself, and I was just like, no, this is not gonna work. So, let's see, when we got back from North Carolina, that following week, still during my week 18, we did have another doctor's appointment, and we went ahead and looked at the babies and just checked them out, make sure everything was still looking good, and we did verify the genders were the same, so I do have one boy and one girl. My husband did get to come with me, so he hasn't been able to come to a lot of appointments, and so this one was pretty exciting for him, because the last time he went with me, they would just look like little blobs on the screen, kind of, and he was kind of like, oh, you know, couldn't really see much. But this time he could actually see a baby in the screen. So he was pretty excited about that, and we got to hear the heartbeats again. And usually the baby girl, she does not behave very well. She's been kind of the brat of the two. So but she actually behaved very well. My appointment was also later in the afternoon. It was probably about 1 o'clock, and she behaved, and so we got tons of pictures of her. But then when we went to the little boy, he was not behaving whatsoever. He just slept like the whole time, and he wouldn't move. We tried pushing my stomach. I tried getting up and like walking around, going to the bathroom, you know, doing all kinds of things to make him move, and he just would not move. But she was able to, you know, double check most everything on him even while he was sleeping, and everything looked great, and everything as far as me looked great too. My cervix was still long. Doctor reiterated that he didn't think I was going to have an issue with that, and you know, just to keep taking it day by day and let him know if anything changed. So yeah, that was basically all that happened during 17 and 18 weeks. Again, I was pretty busy, and we had a lot going on, and so I will fill you in with the week 19 through 21 on my next video. Bye.